Hi friends, welcome to Unit 2 Day 6 video. Now we're going to jump into analyzing the graphs. So I've given you kind of a basics of what's going on here. This says f of x is less than 0. So when it's less than 0, I'm finding out when it's below the x-axis. So it's below the x-axis, somewhere around here, looks to be like maybe 3.5 to about a little 7. So here, this is below the x-axis, looks to be about 3.5. So notice I'm using a parenthesis. This is interval notation, 3.5, and then to about very close to 7. So looks to be like 6.8. And I'm just getting close to this. If I don't give values, I'm not looking for exact. F of x is greater than 0. So f of x is greater than 0. It looks like to be negative infinity all the way to, looks to be about 3.5. Notice that these values had to be the same, union, and then I'm going to go about 6.8 all to infinity. What's going on here? There's a value when I'm saying that this is equal to 0, and that has to be at these values. So I have to say at this point, 3.5, comma 0, and then also at 6.8. I'm writing this in set notation because these are the two values to go along with it. Now, for this one, you can't really write it interval notation. You could write the set 3.5 and 6.8. Because those are the values here. If I wrote it in interval notation, I'd have to write the interval that just includes 3.5, union just includes 6.8. It's a lot more intense to write. This is what it would look like. So 3.5 and then 6.8 inclusive. Maximums. Maximums on the graph looks like I have one maximum here. That's about -1, and then a little bit above 8, somewhere between 8 and 9. So maximum, is that going to be at -1, comma, let's say it's about 8.5. Minimum, this would be like this value here, and then that's going to be about, just be like 5.5, and then -2.5. So 5.5, and then -2.5. So when is this interval increasing? Well, it's increasing. So when is it increasing? Well, oh, sorry, I missed another minimum. And then I have another minimum over here. So actually, helpful to write these in order. You'll see why here shortly. So looks to be -5.5. So -5, and then looks to be like about 1.5. And then here, my other minimum, what did I say that was? About 5.5, 5.5. And then -2.5. All right, apologize for that. So increasing, so it's increasing from here to here. So if I look, I actually have these values. I found these x values earlier. So that's -5.5. And then this is going to be at my maximum, so -1. So it's increasing. So it's increasing from -5.5 to -1. It's also increasing again here, which is going to be what we said, 5.5. So union, 5.5, comma, infinity. When is it decreasing? Well, it's decreasing from -infinity to this value. Again, reading from left to right. -infinity to, looks to be like -5.5. And then it's also decreasing. So it's also decreasing here, -1 to 5.5. Notice I'm putting my x values. My domain. So this is the values that I can have. It looks like I can have any value for my domain. So my domain is going to be infinity to infinity. My range, though, it looks like I have an absolute minimum. That's going to be here at -2.5. So -2.5 inclusive to infinity. So this is the analyzation of this particular graph here. For number 2, well, actually, wait, number 2. We'll do that in the next video. See you then.